there's a lot. I think the label children's literature is a good guide, but I don't think it should be a rule. I mean, obviously, if your kid is picking up completely inappropriate books, you might want to have a word. But I think let children read what they want to read by and large. As for adults, I think adults are missing out on a lot if they're not reading at least some children's books. I think some of the most exciting writing that's happening now is happening in children's, and particularly teenage books. I mean, there's some teenage books I love at the moment, like Lockwood and Co., for example, which are so well written and so inventive. The balance is quite hard to get. I think what I try to aim at is a happy ending. I try to go like that. So yeah, you need an emotional pull, and you don't have to always go for the jokes, although you've got to have the jokes there. It's a good question. It's hard to get right. I try hard, and I have a lot of help, with editors who'll say, you've got to, make that more emotional, or make that a bit funnier, and it's trying to weave it all together. But it's hard, it's tricky. I think time travel particularly is... it's a great way to explore what might be. We all have this idea that we wonder what's happening in the future, or we'd like to go back and change the past. So time travel is a great way of doing that. And I think I think children particularly are very open to the idea of different worlds, and I think the challenge for the writer, and the challenge for me often, is not to try to over-explain. I think a lot of the stuff that I cut out of my books when it's in the editing is when I've gone into long technical explanations of why such a thing might be possible, and get rid of it. Sometimes it's enough to say it just is. Yeah, most of them I don't think up myself. Normally it's my editor. It all came. Most of them came about. They all came about really from the first one, which was Time Travelling with a Hamster, which was kind of longish title. So I've usually ended up with longish titles, which seem to be my thing. But longish titles which tell you what's going on. They're not too mysterious. They kind of, as we say, does what it says on the tin. But yeah, usually it's either my editor or my editor and me will come up with a title. It's seldom me on my own. I have virtually no connection with India. It all came about by a little bit of magical writing, or writing magic, if you like, in the character of Grandpa Byron, who more or less appeared on the page, fully formed, in my first book, Time Travelling with a Hamster. And it turned out that he was Indian, and all of the Indian themes that followed from that came from that one character, the appearance of that one character. And I wanted to make him a proper, fully rounded character, with a backstory and everything. So yeah, I'd finished writing Time Travelling with a Hamster before I'd even visited India for the first time. And I've been back twice now, and I love it. I absolutely love it. But until then, India was, it was something that I'd only dreamt about and read about. This is the first time I've ever seen all of my books collected together in one box. This is absolutely fabulous. I love it. It's 8 incredible stories by the best-selling author, that's me, Ross Welford. And in here you can get all of my books, and they're not in any particular order. You can read them in any order, and I hope you like them.